I personally feel that working with him is very therapeutic for me as an artist. I have understood my emotions, I've understood me as a person on a deeper level.
I think it's a really special character for someone like me also who's never done roles like this. And then to be directed by him, to do a song with him, it seems like an impossible dream for anyone who comes from outside, especially, into this city.
That's what made me overall a good multitasker to some degree. And of course, one of the main things I learned was resilience.
Hello everyone, welcome to OTTplay show reel. Today I'm excited and you can see with the outfit I'm wearing that I'm going to interview the stellar cast of Heeramandi, the Diamond Bazaar, created amazingly by Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Welcome Richa ma'am, Sharmin and Sanjeeda.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
The firstly I want to ask, how was it to enter the world of Sanjay Leela Bhansali in a long format, which was also first for him?
It was very interesting in a way where you see, I've never seen a Bhansali character change, like their arc be so like upar niche, which we keep talking about Bhansali sir's attention to detail. And ek to character ke graph mein bhi now there's detail and there's nuance and there's upar niche, and so I think that's what the format added. There's also watching him execute nuances and frames in this kind of format. You'd think, I was like, how is he going to do it? Because I've seen him as an assistant and I'm like, see the detail that goes into everything. I was like, 8 episode kaise nikal payenge? But he has not compromised this much on this show. He has relentlessly pursued his perfection, whether it's a 2.5 hour film or it's an 8 episode series. So I think that was beautiful to watch him execute. And the scope of the series is just endless. It's not limiting to 2.5 hours with one interval. Yeah. It's aapko phir se dekhna hai to aap phir se dekho. It's beautiful that he gets to showcase his work to this scale, and also the reach of a show like on a platform like Netflix. You're reaching 190 countries, right? 192 countries. So I think to showcase Sanjay Leela Bhansali's perfectionism and nuance on that world global scale is, I think a series will do justice to it.
Yeah. Also, I think, Richa, you want to say?
No, go ahead.
I think the process of filmmaking, what I have experienced on such a large scale, it's an experience for me, which I'll cherish all my life. Just by getting directed by him or listening to his conversations, I have nurtured into a better performer and a better person. I think I personally feel that working with him is very therapeutic for me as an artist. I have understood my emotions, I've understood me as a person on a deeper level. As for the format, I don't think he thought about the medium while making the series, because each episode, if you see, it's like a film.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, it is like a film, and I personally, when I was shooting for it, each episode, forget episode, each scene, each shot was poetry for me. So to experience that in person and to be directed by the best of our country was a pleasure.
बोल दिया इन्होंने.
रिचा नहीं, आपके मुझे सुनना चाहेंगे.
नहीं, अगला सवाल.
Yeah, my question is to you only. You have worked with him in Ramleela, and here also you're playing such a beautiful character. I mean, I watched 5 episodes, so it's a spoiler if people watch it later. But when you were reading the script and when you saw the character arc, did it come as a surprise, or wish it had more or something like that on your mind when you were even portraying it as well?
No, actually, right from the beginning, he said, this is what it is and this is what I'm going to do with you. So I was very certain about, not just obvious things like how long is it there in the show for, but I think it's a really special character for someone like me also who's never done roles like this. And then to be directed by him, to do a song with him, it seems like an impossible dream for anyone who comes from outside, especially into this city, and I'm very happy with that. The feeling that I leave you with, like when you came, you said I'm so sad. That's exactly what I want. So I'm very happy that it panned out this way, and in a sense that this character's, whatever you call it, after her things really change and start to move in the show. You
Yeah.
know, you see Faridan's character enter. So, like Sharmin always says, you have to look at the overall picture.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Sanjeeda, it's so exciting to watch you in the show because you feel empathetic towards your character, but you also question her actions, like why is she doing it? Is there any other way? When it comes to you, how did you approach those emotionally taxing scenes? Because it's like a battle within yourself and also like portraying it on the very larger scale as well.
I think it is very exciting for me as an actor. It is very challenging because it is not an easy character to pull off. But you know when you shoot with Sanjay sir, you start enjoying the character every day with every scene, with every shot, because then you connect with your character on a deeper level. And but as for Wahida, she's such a complex character, but that sometimes when I used to think about Wahida, why is she behaving like that or why is she doing this? I wouldn't have answers for that, but that's the whole thing. That's what she said. You can't judge your character. Let your actions do what they want to do. And I personally feel that Wahida is a very, you know, she's got like an isolated emotion throughout the show which is going on. So it's very childlike. She does what she wants to do. She behaves how she wants to behave. She talks to people how she wants to talk. And it's fun because in real life I probably wouldn't get a chance to do that. So to portray a character like Wahida was quite challenging.
I'm sure people are going to be very surprised watching you.
Thank
on
you.
this
I'm
show.
hoping. Let's see.
Yeah. You know, Sharmin, you are part of this grand ensemble cast, which is like you're relatively newer to yeah, newer. So, how did but it's not that. But your character is someone who it's incomplete without that. So, how did you see your character fitting into the bill, and also that subtlety which brings to the show, the depth which is everyone is having, the wars between them, but your character it's in a one track of having love, but there's also a battle of duty, personal and different. So how was that for you?
So I say this all the time, I've said this earlier, there are different shades to a woman, and throughout at different ages in your life, you'll go through all those different motions and those different shades. And you see Malika Jan, she's the oldest. She's been through that. You can see the wisdom you can see the madness, but you can also see the wisdom in Malika Jan's eyes. When you see Alam, and I'm giving you the two extremes, there's a whole spectrum in the middle, you see a certain amount of vulnerability, naivety, vulnerability across the board. Lajjo is also very vulnerable.
Yeah.
But there's a certain amount of naivety, and that's where I say every situation and every milestone that Alam goes through in her graph teaches her right from wrong, teaches her her duty, teaches her what her love means to her and what that means in the larger scheme of things. One thing I personally believe is circumstance and situation throws everything at you, good, bad, opportunity, misfortune, everything. And in my personal life, not just in my personal life, in a human being's life, all those situations are surrounding you. What you take out of that, what learning you take from that, and that's what I think is beautiful about Alam's character. And it's that every situation, even if she's delusional in the situation, she comes back from it, she takes away from it. And that's why it was very fulfilling to play Alam, because it also helped me grow as a person and not just look at a world with rose tinted glasses, but occasionally थोड़ा ऊपर भी कर लेते हैं ना चश्मे को कि मतलब अभी कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है मुझे. So I think that for me worked out very well with Alam's character overall.
Yeah. OTT has a period drama. It's a very less explored. It's coming about and all. How do you see this as a genre, especially when Sanjay Leela Bhansali is the captain of the ship?
No one better than him to do it actually.
Definitely no one better than him to do it. Also, it's not easy to execute a period piece. You need somebody like a Bhansali who will take the time to understand that time zone, the characters from that time zone, to execute on this scale, because today we live in a very different world. So it's also definitely not cheap to do a period. Like, it's not going to always fit into a conventional budget. So you have to be able to, and then to deliver quality on top of that, of storytelling, of sets, of costumes. So Sanjay Leela Bhansali has earned this space in his life till today after every movie that he has made, and struggled and fought for it. in today's day and age, I don't know anyone else better than him who can do it. But there are like one of my. It's a whole different world. It's not just period pieces. When you're creating a world, you have to know that world, and it's a director's vision. We just execute it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm genuinely saying that no one better than you.
Absolutely.
No one better than
And it's just not about the visuals, and his sets are visually rich, and I think his characters are emotionally rich also. So it's
Yeah.
not something which is just beautiful. The characters are beautiful. People empathize. They resonate with the characters. So they're sold to every frame. They're sold to every character what he brings into on camera.
And what's the most unexpected thing you learned about yourself while being on the sets of Heeramandi? Because I'm sure you spent a lot of time, because even he takes a long time to even shoot a film, and this is a series. So was it something which you learned about yourself also being there on the
I
set?
think I learned to be a good listener. I think because when Sir talks, you learn so much about yourself, about your character, because his experiences come out in his conversations. So I think I've become a better listener and of course a better actor for sure.
I think I learned to separate my subconscious and conscious mind. And that's what made me overall a good multitasker to some degree. And of course, one of the main things I learned was resilience, because you have to persevere, you have to push to work hard, and I think I really tested my limitations in those aspects.
I learned how to have a lot of focus, laser sharp focus.
And if you have to tell the viewers, one thing that, about the process of shooting Heeramandi.
Process of shooting
Yeah,
Heeramandi?
because it's like you said, it's a layered character. It's a different, like your character keeps on changing. So what is something that you guys realized while shooting it, the process which you have not done before while shooting any other?
I think in general the experience of working with Sir is unique.
Yeah.
So this process, I haven't worked with too many makers, I think. So for me, this is a process which I'll cherish all my life, and there's learning to this process. And I'm just the blessed one.
And one thing I'd say to the viewers, perseverance and hard work is something that's not just important in an acting career, it's important in anything that you choose to do in life. Like, I look at people that are not actors, that are my friends, and I look at them like, listen, you need to work harder, because nothing in life comes easy. As much as I come from a privileged standpoint, nothing in my life comes easy either. Nothing in Sanjay sir's life, and whatever does come easy, you acknowledge it, and you work equally hard, if not harder. So hard work, I think, is one thing that Heeramandi is taught me the most.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think my time's up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
May 1st, I think 10 more days.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.